We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Happy
We are
Wednesday, y'all. What's poppin'?
we are coming live to y'all from Sacramento and Fresno. The
Fresno
power,
girl.
power of Zoom.
Right.
You and I had done this, what, 3, 4 years ago?
Right. Like, I that is so crazy because it seemed like we've been doing this for so long. And it's like, but it really didn't come about till not that long ago. It's really what innovation really, looks like. So
Yeah,
it's
pretty cool.
crazy.
I think it's so next level. Although
Right.
I'm not a fan of all this technology, and the only reason I really wasn't a fan of it is because I really didn't understand how to leverage it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to make it work for me. So I automatically just didn't like it before I
Right.
even really tried. And I am coming to find out that's how a lot of people deal with life.
Right.
They deal with the next level. What does the next level look like for you and how do you achieve it? A lot of times we think we're supposed to be exactly where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay until we leave this earth. So
Mm-hmm.
when they start looking at what the next level look like, it looks scary to them. So they automatically put up these barriers and blockers that say, I can't achieve it. And when you start thinking you can't achieve something, you automatically start thinking of reasons you don't really want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a live earlier today, and it was around my car because I never really cared about luxury cars.
Uh-huh.
But I think the real reason I never really cared about them is because one, my credit was bad. Two, I probably couldn't afford them. And I never really even checked to see how much they were. I just assumed because it was a luxury car, it was a foreign car, I couldn't afford it. So therefore, I made up these excuses why I didn't like them or why I didn't want one. Oh, I would never buy that car. They're overpriced. They're ugly. What's the big fuss about them? Those are the things I used to tell myself. And when it came time for me to get a new car, I was in because I always, you guys, in the beginning of life,
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that they would say, "Oh, we got a car for you," and they'll take me to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been taken to the back of the lot? And they'll
Right.
show you those cars because they're in-house financed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because one, going straight out of high school to junior college, I ruined my credit because of all the creditors that was there the first week. They gave me all these credit cards that I couldn't really pay for, but they gave them to me. And being 18, you're like, oh, credit cards, I'm gonna pay them. You have full intentions on paying them, but when it comes between paying your rent or paying the credit card, it was usually paying the rent, and it don't take much to ruin your credit. So I was always in the beginning stages of life in a situation where my credit wasn't that great. So I had to kind of get what people gave me. So I
Mm-hmm.
got used to saying I didn't want certain things because I knew I couldn't get them based off of credit and money. So that was the same with my car. I couldn't afford, or I thought to myself, I couldn't afford or obtain the things that I really wanted that I thought was nice. So
Mm-hmm.
I made myself believe I didn't want them, and they didn't mean much until it was
Mm-hmm.
really a time that I was able to actually get the thing, and I got it. And then I
Mm-hmm.
had to really reflect, why did you get this? You didn't even like it. It wasn't that I didn't like it or I didn't value it. It was just that I thought I couldn't get it. And I
Right.
am learning that a lot of people deal with a lot of different levels in their life and even their business, scaling their business. What does the next level look like for you?
Mm-hmm.
And they judge things and they feel like they can't get it. So they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they say their next level and they talk about the next level, but they're really not doing anything to get to the next level.
Right.
For me, getting to the next level means you put in work. You get
Mm-hmm.
around people that's doing better than you. And they
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily have better is kind of an opinion. Um, Kind of see where they're at. Are they going in the direction that you would like to go if you're
Mm-hmm.
not there? You know, because success is measured different by everybody. So it's not necessarily better, but if they're doing some things that you're not doing or some things that you would like to implement, or they're going places in their business that you would like to try to reach, and you're not there.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start getting around the right people, getting in the right rooms. And that's how I was saying, some people want to invite you to the room. Some people won't let you sit at their table. But I was sharing the other day, I said, I'm willing to share my next level with you.
Mm-hmm.
Come have a seat with me at my table that we're preparing so I can share with you how I got to where I'm at. And maybe that can help you get to your next level, because there's not a lot of people that's willing to really go in and pour into you and tell you how you can get to your next level. How do you look at getting to your next level?
To me, how do you look at to get into your next level? One thing that I just want to go back just a little bit before I answer that question is when you were talking and you were saying that, and the topic is like, what is stopping you from your next level? And I think when I was hearing your story about your car and wanting a car and how you never dreamt of, maybe even thought that you could have it, right? I think that what stands in people's way of getting to their next level is truly believing that they can have what they desire. And if we don't think of ourselves highly enough, then we settle for the things that we feel like we should settle for.
Right.
And I think I made a post about this. It was like we allow our circumstance to determine what our future looks like, right? So what we make decisions off of where we are today versus where we are going. So when you think about what's stopping us from our next level, we think about superficial things like external blocks, like it's money or it's this and it's that. But I can probably tell you when we go down and we dig a little bit deeper that a lot of that is not the external things that we're thinking about. A lot of it is us. Right. And we don't put ourselves in environments to make us dream bigger. I gave an example where I was a Google University and a YouTube Academy kind of queen, right? That was the thing that I did. And I never even saw myself even hiring someone to help me get to my next level. Right. And so with that, I didn't get myself in spaces and rooms to dream and to be inspired to be able to go to the next level. So I think the head trash that we tell ourselves, the things that we tell ourselves is the number one things that stand in our way from our next level, from us even dreaming bigger. And then sometimes we have the desire, but we don't feel like it's for us and that is for other people. Now, to answer your question and what you were asking me, like, what does your next level look like? The second layer to this is that sometimes we get disruption in our lives, right? We get hella chaos. And I'm just going to leverage what we talked about at the beginning of this conversation. And I'm going to talk to you all about how human behavior is. So you said, hey, hey, we're on this Zoom. We coming to you from Sacramento. We coming to you from Fresno. But probably pre-COVID, this wasn't what we were going to be doing. We would have felt like we needed to be in the same city, sitting next to each other in your couch, right? And then coming and having a live. But what happened was that the space was disrupted, like chaos came. So we were all living this status quo life. Hey, when we go live, I remember doing an event, Brunch Business and Wine, with one of my good friends. And when we went live, I was sitting in her house at our kitchen table and we went live together, like crazy, insane, right? And this was probably in 2019 when we did this. And so now we look at that was a status quo of life that we were living. But then we got introduced to this foreign thing, and that was like COVID, right? And when COVID came, it like disrupted everything. Everything got hella chaotic. People didn't know what to do. We needed to pivot, right? And it caused people to really be innovative to see what the next things were. And this when you see the boom, the Zooms start erupting because people still needed to do businesses still needed to run, but we couldn't be in a building together, right? So here comes Zoom. What do? They pivot. They made sure they increased their platform. They was giving people more resources. It was chaotic. So we started to lean into that. So with that, then after that, we began to put new things in place, right? We're like, hey, I'm going to come live to y'all every week straight from Zoom. And then now our behaviors and our lives look a little bit differently. So some of us right now are experiencing disruptions in our lives. Some of us right now are in chaos, right? Meaning the business is failing, the kids are acting up, the relationship seems like it's failing, and in that is making you feel like you want to stop. I believe that this is your ticket. This is your open door to your next level, and it's time for you to start dreaming bigger and thinking bigger around what it is that you want, and really, really getting connected to who you are in this season, which is a lot of things that a lot of people are doing. I follow people and I'm seeing a lot of people pivot right now. I hear a lot of people doing a lot of self-discovery. They're trying to discover who they are. So this next level requires you to do some work, right? The next level is going to take you there. And it comes to, how do I become really, really self-aware about who I am as a person? Who do I need to rise to be to do the things that I need to do, because some of us are just doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're be doing, right, instead of being the women that we need to be and rise to get to that next level. So I feel like a lot of people who are in the trenches right now, who feel like they're on the brink of life, they feel
Mm-hmm.
confused. They feel like, what happened to my business? I was making a lot of money and now
Right.
I'm not making any more money. Like, this isn't the time to give up. This is the time to rediscover who you are and who is this woman in this season, to be able to propel you forward. So that's what the next level really looks like for me, and looking at what the pain points are for the next level.
Yeah, I was sharing with you yesterday. It was like, okay, I'm in this familiar space again because now I'm here in a different space in business, in life.
Mm-hmm.
And the same things, and we talked about this before, the same things, the same fears, the same self-doubt, the
Mm-hmm.
same little voices come and tell you you can't do it. They reappear. They constantly reappear.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to constantly stay in the mix of people that's encouraging, speaking positive, and that's cheering for you. You have to,
Mm-hmm.
because it's so easy to let all this negative pull you back down. And I'm constantly telling myself, I know what this looks like because I've been here before. I've got to experience other people's journey when they're going where I'm trying to go, and they've shared their story and what their journey looked like. And because of that, I'm aware. I've seen this. This looks familiar. It's not something that's like, oh crap, where'd this come from? It's just I have to deal with it a different way now.
Right.
Because we all say, oh, kick fear's ass, kick fear's butt. Oh, stop being fearful. Go out and just do it. Those are easy words to say, but every level requires a different level of confidence. And if you don't start somewhere, when you try to keep, if you don't start somewhere, you don't keep building. Say like, okay, you conquered one thing. Okay, and so I'm stopped going to my self empowerment, or I'm stop hanging around the people that helped me get through level 1. When level 2 gets really hard, you're not going to have that support. You're going to be right back by yourself. So being in the right groups, being in the right rooms, being with the right people, staying motivated, stay encouraging yourself. Nobody can motivate you more than you. So you got to find things that keep you motivated. But if you stop those things once you get to the first level that you were trying to get to, when you're trying to get to level 2, those same things are going to reappear.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to need that same support system, if not a stronger support system, to keep going. And I'm saying that because I've watched many people do my industry, and they've shared their success stories. They've shared their horror stories. So when I hit those hurdles, I'm like, this is part of the game. This is part of the process. This is supposed to happen in order for me to get to where I'm going. But if you're not around people that's telling you their stories and how they got to where they're going, when these hurdles hit, you're going to automatically think, okay, this is not for me.
Right.
I shouldn't be doing this. It got too hard. And you're going to stop because you're not around the people that's been there.
True.
So I think for me, getting to my next level, I have to stay around the right people. I have to stay around people that's ahead of the game than me. I can't be in a room with everybody that's equal to me or below me, because that's not the right room. That's not going to grow me.
Right.
And I'm okay with it, making rooms and inviting people that need to know what I know. And I shared earlier today, I'm like, some people look and say, oh, I'm successful. I was able to quit my job. I'm doing this or doing that. They don't know the struggle that really goes on behind the closed doors of really getting to the next level. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. So people have to be willing to decide what they're going to do to get to the next level. What's not going to stop you to get to the next level? Does that mean dedicating 2 hours of some kind of empowerment, self-talk? What does it look like? Getting in the right room with the right women. Me personally, I go to business mixers intentionally so that I can go around other hungry women. Because it's something about having a hungry woman next to you. It makes you hungry. Or it makes you really start to think, maybe I don't want this as bad as I thought I wanted it. because she's hungry. And we
Mhm.
go, I notice it's a lot of a healthy competition. I'm like, well, in a part of the one of the businesses I'm in, and I'm like, well, why do they do this? Why do they have everybody post this and post that? Who, why do they have to do this? Because if everybody is posting that they did X, Y, and Z, and when it's your time to post, you're either not going to post it because you didn't do anything, or you're going to be embarrassed because everybody else did this whole list of things and you didn't. So it's really you looking at these people that's being successful, what they're doing. And when you go to say, this is not working for me, what is it that you're not doing? You're not doing something. And that's the
Mhm.
same thing I think with every part of business. When you look at other people and you're like, well, they were successful in that. Anybody can be successful in any industry, in any field, and whatever you want to be in. It's a matter of what you're not doing that
Mhm.
you need to look at. And if you don't know how to get there and don't know what to do, get around the people that do, and stay
Mhm.
around the people that do,
Right.
and be
Absolutely.
willing to bring people along the way with you. Because I feel like sometimes people they drain you.
Mhm.
They only come to drain you.
Right.
So you have to also be able to fill people up. If you're draining me, go fill somebody else up, please.
Mhm.
Go. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I know I'm probably draining some people that's ahead of me. So I'm like, hey, let me come fill you up. Let me that what they're teaching me over here, I'm willing to teach you. So it's
Mhm.
just bring each other up. Bring each other up to that next level. But you won't know what that next level look like until you really sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Where I'm at today, where do I want to go? Really analyze what you need to get there and find somebody in that field, in that industry that's doing it well, and talk. Talk to them. Get
Mhm.
around them. Go in the right rooms. Meet your people. Meet new people.
I agree. One thing that you said right at the beginning, a little bit earlier in the beginning of that segment was fear.
Mm-hmm.
You was like, it's easier said, but I also would like to challenge fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because so many people act like fear is a bad thing. I remember my grandpa Les, he told me, if your dreams aren't scary, they're not big enough.
Good enough.
Like your next level should literally scare
Scare
you,
you.
right? So fear, when you hear fear, is such like a term that we act like we can get away from, right? But
Mm-hmm.
fear is really a thing that is there as a natural body's
Mm-hmm.
defense, right? That we have, and it should be scary because it's challenging the status quo of who you are right now. And going into that next level, it's going to be scary. There is not a person who does not feel fear. If you don't feel fear, then I'm scared of you. So let's not,
Right.
so let's not dehumanize ourselves on our journey of becoming iconic and becoming every bit of who we
Right.
are, because it's scary. It is absolutely scary when you look at people like
Mm-hmm.
Oprah Winfrey, and you look at the Michelle Obamas, you look at the Les Browns, you look at all these millionaires, multi-billionaires, the Tyler Perrys of the world, right? When you look
Mm-hmm.
at them, they have no more talent than us. They were just as afraid as you and I are, right? But they decided to be committed. Decided that I'm gonna lean in. I think I was listening to one TD Jakes things. It was like, put fear in the back seat. You can roll with me, bro. Like
Right.
you can literally roll with me, but you ain't sitting in the front seat and you're not driving this car, right? You can't sit in the driver's seat, because when you're scared, you make scared decisions. You make
Mm-hmm.
broke-minded decisions, right? But when you put fear in the back seat, when it ain't driving you, you make more logical decisions. You're like, all right, let me think about this. Yeah, this investment seems kind of scary, but what do I anticipate to get from it? So you use more of your logical decision making to make a more calculated judgment than allowing fear to sit in the driver's seat and on your lap as you're trying to be
Yep.
able to move forward. So feel the fear, sis. Like your
Right.
next level should scare you, right? Think about when we was planning this Mansion Day experience. I was really open and honest and transparent because one, just the investment just for the space was risky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So was I scared? Hell yeah, I was, right? And I'm like, well, if we don't sell a ticket, then we gonna have to eat this,
Right.
right? So with that, but I was like, but let me look at what is the next level, right? What is coming? What can the potential be of the return on investment for the value that we're going to bring to the women in the room, the transformation that's going to happen on the other side, was it worth me doing it scared?
Right.
I felt like it was. So when we feel the fear and then move forward and make decisions, then that's when we create our greatest level of transformation. So yes, sometimes, our Mansion Day experience tickets to just be a luxury exec is $997, right? To be a premium CEO is $497. And then to join at our CEO level is $297. And for the woman that's listening to this, it's like, damn, they're expensive. Excuse my language. I'm gonna be real with y'all saying, right? Side-eyeing the page. But I want you to look at it at a different way, because what if I told you that you was gonna pay $997 to join this event, and then in 90 days you will make six figures in your business? Would you bet the $997 for the next 90 days? Would you tuck it in a savings account? You probably would, right? So then, but why don't we look at it as, I'm going to make this $997. I might get a play that's going to change the game for me. Yeah, I may not seem like I got it, but I got a credit card that I can put it on, and I can get down there and I'm going to dress up and I'm going to feel amazing. And I'm going to dream bigger, and shoot, in the next 3 years, I may be a millionaire.
Right.
But we don't look at it like that. We're looking for such an immediate ROI. Like, this is how fear controls us and blocks us. So being fearful is one thing. Fear is counterproductive when it stops you from making decisions to be able to move you forward. And I'm going to go back just a little bit deeper. And I think where those broke-minded decisions, where we allow fear to stand in our way, where we entertain the head trash, is because we haven't quite changed our mind about who we are. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. I will pay a premium price to get in a premium room to get my transformation, right? I don't want to be just basic. Like what Maureen say, we ain't basic. We ain't basic around here. Definitely not basic, right? So we have to start looking at ourselves and treating ourselves like we're not basic, because most people think that they're investing in you and I, Nikki. You're not investing in me. You're investing in yourself, because I understand what I bring to the game. I understand who I am. And I understand that as a particular woman that's going to sit in the room with me, that's going to change the game. Right. So don't feel like you're invested in me, sis. Like, you're investing in yourself. And when you don't get the ticket, although you want it, you really tell yourself that you're not worthy. And those are the head trash that we entertain that stops us from moving forward, which are typically mobilized by underlying fears that we have. And this is the way that we defend ourselves. And this is why we don't grow like we can grow in our business. Sorry, I just get a little bit passionate about that, because becoming her, you have to become her. And becoming her means taking action and investing. Like, this is really what the space is all about. So yeah.
I love it. Yes.
I don't know. I went kind of in left field. I mean, I'm sorry. I went there.
No. You know what? That's what I love about this is we don't have no scripts that we have to follow. We kind of just go. We have an idea what we want to talk about, but the conversation really just flows. It just flows on where it needs to go. And so that is the benefit of being the host, right?
Right.
We get to do things like that. We get to just talk from the heart and talk what's really led to us to talk about. Because sometimes when people have strict things that they have to talk about, they can't really get into it because they have to stay on topic. This is becoming her. This is just raw becoming who I am. And in 15, 20 years, I want to be able to go watch these videos and be like, Star, remember this? And then maybe we'll have a talk show where we're like really scripted and have to follow all these scripts. I'm probably gonna be like, I remember back when we just did what we don't want it to do.
Right.
But definitely, when you said that a lot of people may think by coming to the event or coming to the conference that they're investing in us. You're not investing. Yes, people probably feel like you're not investing in us. You're not paying for the mansion. Because if nobody shows up, that's a cost we're gonna pay. So it doesn't, to us, as far as we don't need you to show up for us not to have to bite the bill. We need you to show up so you can get your own transformation. I want you to show up so you can go back and tell other people about your transformation and that you can grow in your business. And when you start growing in your business, you can have other people understand the transformation that you will get by attending different events. Because a lot of people don't know. They're like, oh, they're just having these events. They're having these business mixers. And I'm telling you, this is not a business mixer. It's not a business mixer. This is bringing a whole nother of next level. This is not your, we're going to a business mixer, we're going to pass out some business cards, we're going to get a couple numbers type of event. This is going to be an event when you leave here. I will tell you, if you come and you come with your intentions set, you're coming and you're walking out of there with a transformation from one of the three of us that's really going to lay it down for you. And if you don't, I can almost guarantee you didn't come with your intention set. You didn't come with a mind open, ready to receive whatever we're dropping that day. Then there's going to be other women in the room that is just as powerful. They got their own stories. And I'm a firm believer, people, you don't have to always be a coach to tell somebody how they can get to their next level or how they can hop over that next hurdle. Sometimes people's personal experiences will get you where you need to go. Come and join the room because it's going to be room. The room is wealthy. It's really, really wealthy. We don't have your everyday persons sitting in the room. And I'm okay if it's 15 people in the room. I'm okay if it's one person in the room, because that's going to mean that's the person that God brought into that room that needed to hear whatever transformation. And I'm going to just refer back to what Lynn said. When we asked her, what made you buy that ticket at the drop of a dime? Literally, she didn't ask questions. She dropped it. Yep. We weren't even hot off the round table yet.
Wait, and sis, and she didn't even get basic. Which ticket level she get, sis?
She got VIP.
Right.
She paid $1,000, not knowing me, not knowing you. But she came in and she sat in on that round table. And that's why we're doing the round tables, guys. Because if you don't know what we're bringing, join us in a round table and get a taste of what we're going to be dropping. She sat on that round table one time, not knowing who I was, not knowing who Starshima was. And sometimes you guys let the fact that you know us stop you.
You stop or what they think that they know us.
You stop your own growth and your own success because you feel like, oh, if I go to that, I'm supporting them. You're not supporting us. You're supporting you. You're getting you to the next level. But the fact that a stranger hopped on there, bought $1,000 ticket immediately. And then when we went back with her and asked her, what made you do that? She didn't say, she said, I didn't feel it in my heart. And so I'm like, okay, she hit me with, I felt it in my soul.
Come on.
In my soul.
In
she said, soul. I've been looking for something. And I felt God led me there.
Right.
And that right there gave me confirmation. I was like, you know what? We're looking in the wrong places.
Right.
Because I honestly think where we're going is probably going to be a train full of people we don't know.
Right. That's crazy because I think we were talking last night and I was just kind of sharing with you after I got off Miss Maureen's live, and I just really seen the vision begin to expand. And let's talk about what your next level looks like. Sometimes God cannot show us the full staircase, right?
Right.
And when this idea, like you said, we wanted to do this, a year ago? It was a year or 2 years ago. And then life just kind of lifed on both of our behalf, right? Whatever that looked like. So we didn't get a chance to do it. And was it disheartening? In my side, I can say it was. I don't know how it felt for you, but you think that you want to do something. Right. And then this experience pop up this time around. And then you get kind of like, I don't want to get my hopes up. Life begins to life on me again. And and this investment is even more gritty because just for the venue itself, it was a decent investment. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right. And then thinking about, seeing that was just a start. Like God couldn't give us the full vision, but I feel like every day he's unfolding more. Like you got on that call with Miss Lynn on the Becoming Her special episode on Sunday, and how you said that she told you, like, it came from my soul. And this was, again, like you said, she didn't know neither one of us. He's like, okay, God, then we're speaking to the right people. That was a layer of confirmation, right? Yeah. And then you get to the next part when you see someone completely in on the vision, completely bought in to what you're doing, promoting, you like, God, this is it. And at that very moment, I said, God, I thank you, because the vision just grew. See, I thought that I was putting together a room with you and we were getting ready to bring some transformation, game changing. We're putting them in a space that's so next level. Like walking into the space, you got to dream bigger. Like, sissy, you're dreaming too small, just walking through the door. Like, let's just be real. But he showed me that what I'm getting ready to do with y'all and what y'all getting ready to do with people, it's going to be game changing. It wasn't about them getting a ticket and sitting in a room to benefit me, but what is this going to do to benefit the world and the communities at large, right? Yeah. And it kind of triggered back to when I said, like, Nikki, we may never can text Oprah Winfrey. I may can never text Tyler Perry in my day, but what about when I be able to text Nakia and be like, you're on this stage, multiple people are watching you, and you're like, I personally text you and I needed you to come and speak to my audience today or to join this conference with me, is because we have become the women of our generation, right? Like the Oprah of her generation, the Michelle Obama of her generation, the Tyler Perry of their generation, the Les Brown of his generation. But we got to give ourselves permission to be able to do it. So when I tell y'all what this vision looked like, you're not buying into me, you're really buying into yourself, because the particular woman I really feel is going to sit in the room is people that we should have in the room.
Right.
That's why it's intimate. We didn't go and say, hey, let's pack out a room with 150 people. We want a particular type of woman in the room as God laid on both of our hearts, right? Because these particular women, some magic gonna happen in that room. Like, the vision is expanding day by day. How do you feel about that?
It definitely is. I'm super excited, especially watching Maureen's live yesterday. We have a vision, and we really didn't share that a lot of the details with her. And just the fact that she's come to the round tables, and she's gotten the information that she's gotten, she is able to see what we seen for this to be.
Right.
So that is really powerful when, and she's not somebody that we were talking to on a regular, that we gave all the details to. You know, she knew what pretty much y'all know. Hey, it's going to be a skyline dinner. We're getting dressed up. But the way she sold it yesterday was exactly what we've been talking about, the experience that we want to bring. So that right there is just powerful. And it lets me know that we're definitely on the right track. Right. And I'm just going to say it because I've been shown a vision and I shared it with you. I've been shown the vision. We're going somewhere. And I'm just going to say, don't wait until the train takes off. Because it's going to be the ones that's going to be saying, oh,
I knew you win. No.
I knew them. Or they invited me to. You guys think $1,000 ticket is a lot right now. Just wait to see where we're going and have to pay $10,000 to sit in the room. You better jump on the tickets now. You better get in the room now. Get in the right circles now. And I'm not just saying with us, period. Wherever you're trying to go and you're putting a price tag on it. If it's something you want to do and you're not doing it because you feel like it's too expensive, don't miss your opportunity because you can't dream big. Dream big. You guys, before 2 years ago, you couldn't tell me to even think about the things that I want to do now. And I think my dreams are so big. I do. I scare my boyfriend. He thinks I'm crazy. And I'm like, you hold tight. I'm going to go show you that this is going to happen. And I have so much faith that it's going to happen. You can't just want. You can't just dream. You got to do the work. It actually goes along those wants and dreams. To manifest those things. But if you can't even think about something bigger than where you're at right now, then you're never going to get it. You're going to stay right where we're at. And I believe it was TD Jakes when he was talking about people compare what God is doing for each other.
Come on.
You can't compare what God is doing for me.
Because what's for you?
What's for me is for me. And whatever God is doing for me, maybe you're not asking him for. Maybe you're saying, oh, God, just let me be content. When I'm over here saying, God, I want it all. So when you're saying, God, let me be content, he's going to make sure you're content.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the key over here saying, God, drop it all down to me. And he's dropping it all down to me because that's what I'm asking for.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I'm expecting from him, because he is going to deliver whatever we ask for as long as it's in goodwill.
Come on.
And you have to really want that. You have to be able to receive that. So a lot of the things I'm in my prepping season. 2023, I thought 2023 was going to be the season, but I had to go back because now I'm looking at 2023 is the season of me prepping. For my season, because there were still a lot of things that I have not done. There's a lot of things in my house that's not in order to receive a lot of the things that I'm asking God to do for me. And he is not going to bless me the way that I'm asking to be blessed if I'm not ready to receive it. What if he gave me $1 million right now? Would I be able to handle it? And I can honestly say no.
Right.
Because
that's a real conversation.
Because being open to really evaluate, you got to be open to evaluate yourself and where you're at. And being the fact that I'm helping other people do that, I had to go and do it for me. I can't help you if I haven't even looked at me. Right. So when I started looking at me, I said, I'm asking God for a lot of things that I'm not ready for, that I can't receive because my house is not in order. I can't receive those things. I need to go back. I have health issues and I'm acting like I don't. And in order to be wealthy, you need to be healthy. I want to be here. I want to be here to experience my wealth. Come on. I want to be here to show my kids, the things that they can dream of, show them that they can really dream big. So we got to go back and really look at ourselves and get those things in order, because God is going to deliver whatever you ask for. You just have to be ready to receive it. You have to have faith that he's going to deliver it, because when you ask for it, he already packaged it up and it's on his way. He just did not give you a delivery date, because if he gave you the delivery date, as they say, would you have faith? If I knew exactly what day everything I asked for was going to drop, would I have faith, or would I just mosey along life doing what I do until the date came? No. I would just be like, okay, it's coming, June 21st, and I wouldn't be doing anything. But knowing that I can get these blessings if I'm ready and if my house is in order, I'm constantly having faith that, okay, God, I'm doing this, I'm getting things in order. I have faith that he's going to 100% deliver. And I want you guys to mark this date. What is the title of this show? Mark it, remember it. Because when it all drops, I'm going to refer y'all back to this date when I told y'all I have no doubt in my mind everything that I'm asking God for is going to happen. Yes. It is definitely going to happen. And it can happen for you too. But how bad do you believe it? How much do you believe it? I eat, drink, sleep, dream what I'm asking God. I really do. And when he showed me, and he will show you things, you have to be open-minded. You have to be willing to receive the things. Even if it's not what you want, you still got to be like, okay, maybe he needs me to pivot. But when he showed me my vision, it was crystal clear of what he had planned for me before I even got to where I'm at right now. And when he revealed it to me in real life, he showed me a vision and then set me in a place to where I saw that vision. So I was able to connect the dots. So I can tell y'all, have faith, do the work. So I'm doing all the work, because he ain't going to give me nothing that I'm not ready for. Wow. That is awesome. Why you see the millionaires out here. You see the superstars out here committing suicide, bankruptcies. Why? It wasn't ready. Right. It was not ready. Because y'all got to remember, there's good blessings and bad blessings. God don't give all blessings. The devil give blessings as well. And they are to trick you up. Distractions. Yes. He give you false blessings. What looks like when you're asking for something and God is holding back for a reason. But you're doing so much work over here for the devil. He's like, let me go on and drop this meal ticket for her. She's gonna commit suicide because she ain't gonna know how to deal with it. Wow. You gotta get your house in order so you can receive your blessings from God, and make sure when you receive them, they are anointed by him. And it's what you're supposed to be receiving. You can't want something so bad, though, that you're willing to do what the devil wants you to do and play on his field, stay on God's field. Because there's ways to get what you want when you want it, but you got to play on the right field. Stay in alignment.
So
And
true.
that's why I'm saying this next level. I don't think a lot of people understand. I challenge you guys to go and really sit back. What does my next do? Some people don't even probably have a next level.
Mm.
I can say that because that was me. But I want to
Mm-hmm.
challenge you to go and see what your next level look like. And I can say some people probably don't have a next level because I was content with my day to day. My bills was paid. I had decent money. We have to, we living okay. I'm okay. I didn't really get to crave what next level looked like until about a year ago.
Mm.
And ever since then, I've been hungry for the next level.
Mm.
And I'm doing the work to get to the next level.
Right. Absolutely. I
Well,
love
I
it.
deserve the next level when I get
Right.
it. But we got to hop off of here because it is 6 p.m. in a minute.
Yes.
And did I just take over today?
Huh? I mean, sis, preach it. I mean, preach this message. Like I felt that you felt that in your soul, sis. That was a message for somebody. That was there. So, I mean, that's here, that's going to listen to it, whether we're listening to it live or listening to the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a message for them. And I think the big thing for people to be able to move forward is wake up and give God something to bless. Make a decision that He can bless for you that
Mm-hmm.
is going to help you to be able to propel yourself forward. Because here's the thing, making broke minded decisions, making stuck decisions, making decisions that don't look like your future, but looking like your past or your current circumstances is never going to get you what God is going want you to have. This is a faith journey, and faith journey means, God, let me give this to you, kind of as you give your tithe and your offering, in the faith that He's going to take care of you. He's going to supply your every need. You're not lacking anything. So if you are struggling in your business right now, if you are struggling in your identity and you know that there's a next level, like you get uneasy in your gut, I really encourage you to really, really join the Become an Iconic Mansion Day experience. You can join for as little as $297. Only $297. Are you worth it? And then your next level, at what cost is it to you? Right? What cost is your next level to you? And do you feel like you are worth it? That's the big thing. So we're going to drop the link. Nikki, let me get this link here while you send this out. And I'm going to drop the link for them here before you hang it up. And then we'll move over to our next call. Just let me grab it here. Just
Want
one
to
second.
say, hey, thank you for joining us, whether you're watching the replay, whether you watch my YouTube. And yeah, I just want to tell you guys to really, really sit back and think about what the next level looks like for you and what you need to get to the next level. And if you don't have the support that you need, I really urge you to get the support you need. You don't want to be 80 years old thinking about all the things that you did not do that you can't probably no longer do. Stop putting things off until next week, next month. Tomorrow is not promised.
Mm-hmm.
Live for today. And I can tell you that because for 42 and a half of my years of life, or maybe you're not a kid, you really don't think about things, but my adult life, I was just living, just to live, just going to work, doing the things that I needed to do to get through. But I can honestly tell you this last year, when that doctor dropped that diagnosis, when I made that promise to me and I made that promise to God, I started living. And when people can honestly reach out to me and tell me they see the difference, they see the smile, they see the happiness, that lets me know I'm keeping my promise to myself and to God. I was going to start living. Are you living is the question. Are you living? And what do you need to do to start living your life? We're not here to just be the mom, to just be the wife. We're here to have a fulfilled life. We're here to really feel happy from within inside. Are you living the life that you want to live? Because if you're not, you can be. You have 100% control. Go and take a seat. Get some me time. Get a pen and a piece of paper. What is your next level and what does it look like to you? Where do you want to be in life? Who do you want to be in life? How do you want to experience life? Do not leave this world with everything inside of you. Don't leave this world with everything deep down inside of you. Get older and have all these regrets of wishing you should have, could have, and would have when it's too late, because the opportunity is now. Make the next move. Do what you got to do to up level yourself, to reach your next level. And we are out of here till Friday.
All right.
Table. Come
All
join us.
right.
You guys want to taste of what we're talking about at the Mansion Day experience? Come to a round table, guys. That's an investment of time. You do not need to pay to come join us on the round table Friday. Join us. I will drop the link. Starship might have it already. We will post it on our Facebook. Come join us on our roundtable Friday, 7 p.m. Bring your water, soda, wine, whatever you want to drink, and let's come have a wealthy conversation and get an idea about what we're going to be, what you can experience, just a little bit of what you can experience at the conference. We have people that bought VIP, guys, our VIP luxury experience tickets by just being on a round table one time and experiencing it and felt the need that they needed to be in that room.
Right.
Don't listen to me though. Don't listen to me.
Girl, let's not talk ourselves out of our next level. We've been talking ourselves out of our next level for far too long now. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is, sis. So if you want to do more, you want to be better, then you definitely want to join the round table discussion. And I'm getting ready to drop the link now, and I'm going to hop off so I can jump into the next call. And I think we just need to continue this conversation over in the click, because I feel like this is what's going to be upon us in this private community of talking about dreaming bigger. This has been the season of what God is doing for me. And I really feel that the women in the room, that there's going to be some absolute magic that is going to change the game for so many women. And I just look at the particular women. Y'all been watching our social media. We ain't even dropped everybody. We just kind of trickling people in along the lines. And here's the last thing I'm going to go before I jump into the click is that one thing that's even more amazing, Nikki, is that our vendors, the people who are coming in, are women business owners as well, who's leveraging their magic to give these women an experience. And I begin to look at, because we live in a world where women are competing with each other, but I look at a space that where we can come together and bring our levels of magic, we can change the game, right? Like absolutely change the game. And to see that this is something that we're able to do with this experience right now is absolutely game changing. That every one of our potential vendors who are on our calendars to meet with us this week are all women business owners and women who are absolutely magic in their area. Like that is a vibe, right? I'm a flex on that right now, because a lot of people ain't doing this. Some people are so afraid to give the next woman an opportunity that they're going to steal their shine. So this is just telling you the caliber of the women that's in the room and what's getting ready to happen. So get y'all good dress. Go to my profile. I needed some input on what dress I was wearing. Y'all come check it out. If it's for you, sis, come on. If it ain't, that's cool too. Catch us on round 2, right? All right, girlfriend. I'm going to go so I can jump into the click. Y'all have an amazing night.
And we are out. See y'all Friday, the round table. Thanks for watching. Bye.